Hey everyone, welcome to Quizzes with Chris. I've got a brand new quiz for you today. Something a little bit different, something a little bit scary as we head into the serial killers quiz, which obviously is not for the faint-hearted. So let's get straight into the serial killers quiz now with question 1, which is coming up now. Who was the Grey Man? Was it John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, or Albert Fish? Who was the Grey Man? Was it John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, or Albert Fish? And the answer to this one is D, Albert Fish. Question 2 of 20. Who was known as the Brooklyn Vampire? Was it Ted Bundy, Richard Ramirez, Albert Fish, or Ed Gein? Who was known as the Brooklyn Vampire? Ted Bundy, Richard Ramirez, Albert Fish, or Ed Gein? And the answer to this one is C, Albert Fish. Question 3 coming up next. Who was executed in 1994? Was it Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy? Who was executed in 1994? Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, or Ted Bundy? And very well done if you said C, John Wayne Gacy. Next question. Who was the Milwaukee Cannibal? Was it Ted Bundy, Albert Fish, Jeffrey Dahmer, or Ed Gein? Who was the Milwaukee Cannibal? Was it Ted Bundy, Albert Fish, Jeffrey Dahmer, or Ed Gein? And the answer to this one is C, Jeffrey Dahmer. Do let me know in the comments what you think of this quiz and also the style of this quiz. I'm trying to get some feedback onto the different types of quizzes I'm doing, so it'd be very helpful if you could do that. The next question is, who was the werewolf of Wisteria? Was it Ted Bundy, Ed Gein, Albert Fish, or John Wayne Gacy? Who was the werewolf of Wisteria? Was it Ted Bundy, Ed Gein, Albert Fish, John Wayne Gacy? And the answer to this question is Albert Fish. Question 6 of 20. Who was the Night Stalker? Was it John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, or Richard Ramirez? Who was the Night Stalker? Was it John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, or Richard Ramirez? And the answer to this one is D, Richard Ramirez. Question 7 coming up. Which killer was known for his charm? Was it Ed Gein, Eileen Wuornos, Ted Bundy, or Albert Fish? Which killer was known for his charm? Was it Ed Gein, Eileen Wuornos, Ted Bundy, or Albert Fish? And I'm sure many people knew the answer to this one. It was C, Ted Bundy. Which killer inspired the film Psycho? Was it John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, or Ted Bundy? Which killer inspired Psycho? Was it John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, or Ted Bundy? And very well done if you said B, Ed Gein. Question 9 coming up, we're nearly halfway through. Who was known as the Butcher of Plainfield? Was it Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, or Ed Gein? Who was known as the Butcher of Plainfield? Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, or Ed Gein? And the answer to this one is D, Ed Gein. Question 10 coming up. What method did Ted Bundy often use to lure his victims? Was it A, disguising as a doctor, B, promising concert tickets, C, offering help with a broken car, or D, posing as a police officer? What method did Ted Bundy often use to lure his victims? Disguising as a doctor, promising concert tickets, offering help with a broken car, or posing as a police officer? And the answer to this one is C, offering help with a broken car. Now, before we jump into question 11, I just want to make you aware of my website, ultimatepubquiz.co.uk. It's a brand new it's a website that I'm working on every single day. And like with this particular quiz here, you will find loads of interactive quizzes that you can play. And you can see that in the top right corner, I've given 2 lives for each of these quizzes to help you while you play these. And again, like I say, they are interactive. There is a leaderboard at the end as well to place on. So do go ahead and check that out at ultimatepubquiz.co.uk. Question 11, halfway through. How many confirmed victims does the Zodiac Killer have based on police records? Is it 0, 15, 10, or 5? How many confirmed victims does the Zodiac Killer have based on police records? 0, 15, 10, or 5? And the answer to this one is D, 5. Question 12 of 20. Which killer was caught in 1991? Was it Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, Albert Fish, or Jeffrey Dahmer? Which killer was caught in 1991? Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, Albert Fish, Jeffrey Dahmer. And the answer to this question is D, Jeffrey Dahmer. Question 13 of 20. How many confirmed victims is Ed Gein believed to have killed? Is it 2, 15, 5, or 10? How many confirmed victims is Ed Gein believed to have killed? Is it 2, 15, 5, or 10? And the answer to this question is 2. Now, before I put the answer into this particular quiz, before I put the answer in for this particular question, I'm really intrigued as to how many people have seen the Ed Gein documentary stroke film on Netflix. I haven't looked at it myself, haven't been brave enough to go into it, and that's literally down to what people have been saying. I'm one known for struggling with these kind of films, and it sounds like it's not very nice. It sounds like it's very gory. It really does seem like the film is quite horrific in the way it has been made. So do let me know what you thought of this Ed Gein film and how bad really was it. We all know Ed Gein is a monster, but just how bad was this? And would you recommend it to someone like me who struggles with these kind of things, or would you say stay the hell away from this Netflix film? So I'm really interested into your thoughts. Do let me know in the comments. The answer to this one is 2. As we move on to question 14. Which killer was active in California? Was it Ed Gein, Albert Fish, Richard Ramirez, or Ted Bundy? Which killer was active in California? Ed Gein, Albert Fish, Richard Ramirez, or Ted Bundy? And very well done if you said Richard Ramirez. Do also let me know in the comments as well what kind of documentaries you've seen on other serial killers and what ones you would recommend if someone asked you. This question: what was Aileen Wuornos' primary occupation before her killing spree? Was she a nurse, a prostitute, factory worker, or a teacher? What was Aileen Wuornos' primary occupation before her killing spree? Nurse, prostitute, factory worker, or teacher? And very well done if you said A, nurse. Question 16, 5 to go. Who was known for skinning victims? Was it Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, or John Wayne Gacy? Who was known for skinning victims? Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy? And the answer to this one again is the monster. That is Ed Gein. Question 17 of 20. Which killer was known as the Boogeyman? Was it Albert Fish, Richard Ramirez, Ted Bundy, or Ed Gein? Which killer was known as the Boogeyman? Was it Albert Fish, Richard Ramirez, Ted Bundy, or Ed Gein? And the answer to this one is A, Albert Fish. 3 questions to go. Here comes question 18. Who was known for grave robbing? Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy? Who was known for grave robbing? Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy? And again, this monster keeps popping up. It's Ed Gein. 2 questions to go. Question 19. Who was the killer clown? Was it Ted Bundy, Ed Gein, Richard Ramirez, or John Wayne Gacy? Who was the killer clown? Ted Bundy, Ed Gein, Richard Ramirez, or John Wayne Gacy? And the answer to this one, very well done if you said D, John Wayne Gacy. 1 question to go. You will need this if you are to get all 20 correct. Which killer was executed in 1989? Ted Bundy, Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy? Which killer was executed in 1989? Ted Bundy, Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy? And the answer to the final question on this quiz is A, Ted Bundy, but I'm just going to pause there and I'm actually not going to put that in because, again, I just want to make you aware that you can play this quiz interactive on ultimatepubquiz.co.uk, and you will notice in the top right corner, again, we have 2 lives that I've given for each of my quizzes to help you out, and I'm going to actually deliberately put in a wrong answer so you can see what it looks like on this particular quiz when playing interactively. So I said the answer is A, Ted Bundy, but we will go for the monster Ed Gein with B, and you can see it popped up with the wrong answer, told me the correct answer, And then is the opportunity to put your name on the leaderboard here. You can see that I've only got 19 out of 20 correct, but I will be the second person on the leaderboard. And the reason that I am the second person on this is because I had to do this quiz twice because I made a lot of mistakes. So it's not all fun and games making these videos and making these quizzes. So let's go to the leaderboard. Let's this time put just Chris. I won't put quizzes with Chris, which is what I normally do. Click on enter. And you can see I'm there in second place. And Quizzes with Chris on the first attempt is in first place. So like I say, if you enjoy playing interactive quizzes, then go across to ultimatepubquiz.co.uk. Do check that out. Do check out my other quizzes as well on the YouTube channel. I've got lots of different themes, even some that look similar to game shows of yesteryear. So do go and check them out as well. I'm doing all kinds of quizzes all the time, both on the website and the YouTube channel. Do also let me know in the comments what you thought of this quiz, what your score was, and I will see you in another quiz very, very soon. Thanks for playing.